Attica Correctional Facility, located in western New York, is just outside the small town that shares its name. Attica opens in 1931, fulfilling a promise to solve years of overcrowding and prisoner unrest at other older, smaller prisons in the state.
They were going to build the most advanced prison here in Wyoming County.
The people of Attica were 100% behind having the prison here.
Construction on the new Attica prison begins in late 1929, just as the Great Depression grips the nation.
We had the best tradespeople from across the country here. It is an absolutely stunning place to see, forgetting that it's a place to house men.
The most important part of the whole prison is the wall.
The 55-acre prison is surrounded by an imposing 30-foot high, 2-foot thick concrete wall with over a dozen guard towers watching every part of the complex.
Inside Attica, there's 4 cell blocks and 4 recreation yards. Attica was able to segregate A block inmates from B block inmates. So if you had problems, it was a good way to keep control within the facility.
That fights among inmates are common. One way to protect yourself is to have a tough reputation. And the best way to get that reputation is to take out the prison's most notorious inmate. At Attica, that inmate is one of the most infamous American serial killers of all time, Son of Sam. David Berkowitz, better known as Son of Sam, terrorizes New York City from 1976 to 1977, killing 6 people and wounding 9.
Everybody knew him as the Son of Sam. He was considered a very, very dangerous young man.
Kill Son of Sam, and you become the prison's top dog.
Inmates would say, I can be known in the prison system as the guy who took out the Son of Sam.
In 1979, David Berkowitz works as a porter on the cell block. That means he keeps the cell block clean and makes deliveries to inmates in their cells.
When I went back to Attica, Son of Sam, David Berkowitz, he's a porter in PC, protected custody. He's the guy that was feeding me. Imagine that.
But even working in protective custody, the prison's special cell block doesn't guarantee safety. When an inmate wants to target Son of Sam, there are many creative ways to do it.
The proper terminology inside a prison for a homemade prison weapon is called a shank or a shiv. Whether you steal a piece of metal off of a binder, or if you open up a can of soup and you fold that lid over, you have one heck of a weapon that'll cut very deep.
July 10th, 1979, Berkowitz is making his morning rounds. As he approaches a cell, there's a flash of metal. Son of Sam falls to the ground.
He did go by a cell, somebody stuck their hand out and went with a knife. And that's how he got his throat slit.
Somehow, Berkowitz makes it to the guard station.
It took 50 to 60 stitches to close his throat. He would never say who did it. They transferred him out of Attica.
Son of Sam survives. His anonymous attacker, however, never gets the notoriety he wants and remains behind bars in Attica.